All right, here, let me turn this on really quick. There we go. There we go. Fire up that hot stove. Tons of MLB rumors, free agents, trades that could go down over the weekend. But we're going to start with Josh Donaldson. Josh Donaldson, he could be signing this weekend with either the Washington Nationals or do not count out the Minnesota Twins. The Twins, they're in the mix, and both deals are in the neighborhood of 4 years, $100 million. Now, the Braves and the Dodgers, they're interested in Donaldson, but not for that price. So Donaldson, he's 34 years of age. Last year, he hit .259, 37 bombs, 94 RBIs, 96 runs. And last year, he was in the mix to win Comeback Player of the Year. So you remember, he had that shoulder injury, comes back last year, hits 37 home runs. And I think the Washington Nationals, for $100 million, you lost Anthony Rendon to the Angels. I think you bring him in there. He's 34 years old. They only have a couple years left with Scherzer, with Strasburg, with Corbin. I think that's a great fit for the Nationals. And if you're the Twins hit more home runs than any team in Major League Baseball last year. 307 home runs for Minnesota. So you add him to that mix, and you make that lineup even more potent. But I just want to know, what is Josh Donaldson going to buy his mom when he signs that contract? Because he just gave his mom a Maserati for quitting smoking. Now, I don't even smoke, but hey, I'll develop a smoking habit and then I'll quit if you're going to buy me a Maserati like that. But no, Josh Donaldson, I think that he really fits anywhere, but he's going to go with whoever gives him the most money, whoever gives him the most years, and that's just how it's going to be. And if you're the Twins, look, the biggest deal the Twins have ever signed, it was for Irvin Santana, and that was for $54 million. So I think he ends up in Washington. I think the Nationals, they're hot on trying to go to another World Series, and I think that he ends up with the Nats. And then the other big rumor this weekend is that the Francisco Lindor trade could go down as early as this weekend. Francisco Lindor could be moved this weekend, and the Indians are telling clubs interested in trading for Lindor that they want each team's best and final offers so they can make an assessment over the weekend. The request by the Indians does not make a trade of Lindor certain, but clearly the Indians are seriously considering moving their four-time All-Star shortstop, who's under club control for 2 more seasons and projected to earn $16.7 million in arbitration in 2020. According to Ken Rosenthal, one executive told Rosenthal, "I do think the Indians are trying to bring things to a rapid conclusion. I'm not sure why they want to impose an artificial deadline when they may get a much better deal in January once teams have a clearer picture of what options they have." So he also will go on to say that the Cincinnati Reds have now entered the mix. So you got the Reds, you got the Padres, you got the Dodgers. The Mets were in the mix for a while, but they backed off. They think, hey, the price for Lindor is too high, too much prospect capital to get Lindor's services. And then also in 2021, he's projected to make $25 million in arbitration. So one thing I want to say is Larry Dolan, the owner of the Cleveland Indians, what are you doing? Look, he bought the Indians for $323 million in 2000. He's worth $5.5 billion with a capital B, and he's selling off his whole entire team. Look, he gave away Kluber for nothing. They were a game away from winning the World Series in 2016. They were a heartbreak in 2017. I don't understand why Cleveland just not spend more money, and right now there's certain teams in baseball that would just rather trade away teams and get prospects than really try to win now. And if I'm the Indians and I'm the Indians fans, I would not want to see him go to the Cincinnati Reds. Because look, the Reds, I think, should definitely make that move. The Reds are apparently in the mix for Francisco Lindor. Their division is wide open. And then you have the San Diego Padres. The Padres are in the mix. What they could do with Tatis Jr., they could move him to the outfield. He's very versatile. Then there's the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, the Dodgers, it's been well reported that the Dodgers do not want to include Gavin Lux or Dustin May in any trade that includes Francisco Lindor. But in my opinion, if it's for Mike Clevinger and Lindor, I think you strongly consider that move. But let's say they're not going to include them. Let's say it's for Corey Seager, some other prospects, maybe Jock Peterson. I think you make that move. I think that's a no-brainer move for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and it's clear right now that the Dodgers are going to make a trade, whether it's Mookie Betts, whether it's Francisco Lindor. And if you're the Dodgers and you're in a position to get Francisco Lindor, in the words of the great Shia LaBeouf,
do it! Just do it!
Thanks for watching the Get More Sports YouTube channel. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me at DMac_LA. And for all the hottest sports content in the game, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and most importantly, give me all your takes right down below in the comments section. I want all your takes right down below in the comments section. And for all the hottest and latest sports news, head over to GetMoreSports.com.